Okay, in high school, this is Sonny Martinez. I'll be critiquing you. I'm going to be really picky since you have contests next week. Hopefully you can hear me. It's pretty noisy up here. Very nice way of setting up on the field. Love the backdrops. I hope it's not windy next week. But we'll deal with that when it comes. For what it's worth, I don't mean this as being critical of the band before you. They do sound good, but they don't play in March very much. As far as when they move their feet and play at the same time like you guys do. So I hope you have a deep appreciation of the things you're doing, which you should, that's why we watch each other's bands. When they stand still, they sound great. When they move, they just play chords. Your band moves and plays at the same time, which marching bands should be doing. So I'm pretty critical of that, as a UIL judge too. I make note of that as well. So I hope you appreciate, your show, because it's a wonderful show. And again, I'm going to be real picky as possible. All right, we're starting the beginning, and make sure once again you're performing to us in the press box. All pods. Make sure you reach up here. When you're doing your wave and all that kind of stuff, move around. You're allowed to step out. Ask Mr. Plott about that. He's really good with choreography, but really overdo it. Okay, start of the show. Looks good. Love the uniforms again. Very classy on the solo. Solo sounds good. Nice guard integration. A little bit heavy on the top side, on the mallets, just on the top side with the speakers up here. All right, here we go. Okay, still we have some foot basing over here on side A off the 50. Right in the front pod. Make sure you don't arrive to your set too soon. Okay, make sure you're in line. Adjust it. Side A. Okay, careful not bouncing. Clarinet player a little bit too far. Over here on side B. A little bit more. More horn hanging over. Go for it. Could use a lot more horn on that. Very nice solo. Pop. Articulate more. Again, play to the press box. Yeah, it's almost like I don't hear the first note, like if it's on a count 4, I need to hear that really solid. Nice guard integration. Okay, clean up those lines over here on side A, that pod right there. That line going across in the woodwinds is not quite there too, so make sure if you're supposed to be 8 off, kind of, guide with the upperclassmen if you can. Now we got to start seeing lines here. Okay, think tall, right here. Yeah, not quite in line. And the windows look good, between these good, but make sure you fix your alignment after that. And when you turn, you've got to be in that set point. Okay, for more clarification. Now, this pod right here on the 50 right here, yeah, I still think you need to be 2 off on this side over here. We're still 1 off. That was like that the other night. Again, one more. Okay, shoulders, trumpets, shoulders. You got to pull that left shoulder back. If it's stressed, it's right. Okay, be in line. Saxophones, when you come across, you got to be in line. Again, good, nice guard, color, integration. Way to go. Okay, yeah, it's windy, guys. We're going to have to really focus on controlling the flag. Upper body's taller, trombones. Oh, we kind of we don't set, and then we go on to the next move, especially here on side A, between the 45 and 50. You got to make sure you set first. Okay, line it up, get in line. When you do these poses, the windows all have to be equal. If you forget, remind yourself and don't miss the next one. Okay, upper body's tall, get them slender. That way they're in alignment. Front to back spacing looks pretty good, except side B needs a little bit more work. Side A over there with the flute. Okay, make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're breathing at this point. Make sure you're breathing. Deep breath. Kind of slow things down. Still need to work on the crescent in the back a little bit. Over here. I don't get enough flute up here, but it is a football game. I'm sure contest will be fine. If you're not overplaying that, I would overplay it to make sure that it projects up here. upper bodies look really good. The uniform's really nice looking from behind. Really good color up here. But make sure you're flat to the sideline. That's real critical so we see those broad shoulders up here. Yeah, in soloists, if you have to turn your body away from the wind, you do whatever it takes to make that happen. Okay, nice form here. Nice soloist. Okay, we've got to make sure we work over here as far as spacing coming across right here. Yeah, there's a spacing issue right here on side B, especially right there on the second row and third row. Make sure you're in your set points. That curve over here on side A needs to be worked out a little bit more right here. Wonderful choice on the guard uniform. There's a nice pop of color up here. Very good. Soloists are doing a great job too. Careful not to make it to your spot too soon and just hover. Careful not to hover. Parallel flutes, please. Yeah, nice. Nice, good. Make sure all the windows match. That's a little bit much up here. I can use a little bit more guitar, actually. Okay, that was good. That the other night was a little too soft. We gotta make sure we hit that form right over here on side A. Dot, dot, dot. Bring out the 16th note. That's what it is. Yeah, nice cool effect. Low brass, very nice. Upper body still, you know, when you do kind of like the carriage of the trumpet right there, and that goes with all the instruments, you gotta have that shoulder pulled back. If you're coming towards me, that left shoulder's gotta be pulled back. If it feels uncomfortable, it's right. Pop, 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 pop. A little bit more on the small note. Now the guitar is right. Yeah, I hear that. I can use that volume at the beginning. It's pretty effective though. Yeah, I can use a little bit more brass up here. Again, it is noisy and windy. Contest will be fine. Yeah, very effective right there. Yeah, a little bit more guitar is okay at the beginning. All right, guard, you gotta, yeah. That was a cool move until we didn't do the crisscross correctly. All right, so make sure you crisscross, okay? Yeah, soloist. Very nice. Tastefully done. Yeah, it's ringing up here with the mics. I don't think it's the students down there. I think it's just over mic'd the volume. Okay, yeah, we got to make sure we set over here on side B before you go on to the next set. Flatten those shoulders, flatten those shoulders. Keep that arm still. If you're trailing arms, make sure you keep that very firm. You got to look like a robot. Or I could use more ba 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 because this is the big moment that's about to come. We need to check our spots right here in the guard. Here it is. Make sure we're watching our spacing coming across the field now. Nice move right here. Now, as you're coming towards me, if you're a bell front instrument, do not let your body sway left or right. You got to control more with the hips. Yeah, we've got some spacing issues over here. People not in the right set. Here's the cityscape. Okay, this has to be critical. Whoop. We're all crunched and congested over here. On that side there too. A little bit of congestion over here front to back. You have to make sure you watch your interval as you do that. Now, the one thing, what happens is when our intervals front to back are congested like that, that means our shoulders are dictating us to come forward. That's why it's critical we have flat shoulders so we go straight across when we do that lateral slide. That's the one thing I would pick on this next week. You know, once again, if your upper bodies look amazing, no one's gonna look if you're in step or out of step. Okay, that's just how it is at UIL because they're all gonna be probably this far away when they're judging you. Entertaining show. I would check some of the mic balances still. It was a little bit hot up here. Guitar solos could be a little bit louder at the beginning. The last part was great. very effective too. So anyway, the other thing too, we just got to make sure, again, side to side, okay, when we're marching, with lateral slides, we got to make sure we got those shoulders back. When we do trail arms, we got to keep those still and look very robotic. That is okay. All right. Good show tonight. Really good. I still saw some of the things that I did from Monday night. Sorry, I probably said Tuesday earlier, but, at band night too. So make sure you are very clear on what you're doing and hit those set points. Okay, you got another week. Honestly, I think you're in great shape, but we want to be beyond that UIL score. We want to be way past it too, because we want to be the band that they talk about. We want them to go, Eaton was so entertaining. That was the best show of the night, and they will do that.